Hi everyone. This reading is for the star sign of Libra from now until the end of the week. The cards that I'm using are the Oceanic Tarot, the Moonology cards, which I pre-shuffled, and these are my own affirmation cards, which I created myself, and I've printed them out. These are available to purchase from my Etsy shop, and the link is in the description box if you like to buy them. These can be used as a daily affirmations if you want to do a single card pull at the start of the day, or if you want to put them around your house so you can see them. You can gift them to someone as a gift, or you can include them into your readings if you do your own readings, just to add a bit more additional information to your readings. So you can use them in many different ways. Today I will use them to kind of add to my readings, just to complement my reading. So I pre-shuffled and pulled the Oceanic Tarot cards because these are really large, really big cards, and it takes some time. They're difficult to shuffle and difficult to lay out, so I pre-shuffled those. What I'm getting here for Libra is that something had to change in a very, very major way. The Death card, transformation. The overall situation or the way somebody was living their life had to change for good, in sense of the way they view themselves, in the way they live their life. That could be you, or that could be somebody you're involved with. They had to let go of the old version of themselves in order to grow and to become the better version of themselves. So somebody has been going through a personal growth, personal transformation for the better. The Death card is linked to the star sign of Scorpio, which means that they can rise again from the ashes. Like Scorpio is associated with Phoenix. That means when something ends completely, they're able to reinvent themselves, to reincarnate themselves in sense that they emerge completely different person, a lot better. Scorpio is the most powerful sign. They are able to go through these major transformations of the soul and to come out even better. So this is the major theme of this whole reading, is personal growth and personal transformation, because I'm picking up on the major arcana cards. So in this reading we have one major arcana, and this is the Death. It doesn't mean real death. Don't be worried. It's just a word. It doesn't mean real death. It means the death of the past and the rebirth of the new, the new energy, the new people, the new circumstances, the new situations that are coming into your life, that will be better suited to the new version of you. So I'm getting that this is very much about the person you're dealing with, because I'm having a man here, King of Swords. And I will tell you what this transformation is about. It's about growing and learning to be more mature and to take his own decisions in life. And I think in the past, this person have been quite immature. I'm having the Knight of Wands. The Knights represent quite youthful, young, immature, inconsistent, unreliable, energy or attitude or behavior that somebody could have. And very often is something to do with having fun, not getting themselves involved in anything too serious or anything too deep, or it could be very much coming and going behavior that they don't stick around for long, or they're just going for the fun. And as soon as something starts to get a little bit more kind of serious, they could get the cold feet, and they could kind of disappear as quick as they come into your life, as quick they can disappear. This is the energy of the Knight of Wands. And from the first card I pulled, I got Eight of Pentacles, which when I saw this card, it just made me think somebody had to learn a lesson, somebody had to progress into their understanding and knowledge of themselves. They had to learn something from this whole situation with the ending, and they had to change from this immature, playful knight who's just going to have fun, maybe he's after lots of fun. They had to change into king, and king is more mature energy, it's a male energy, which means this is a very smart, decisive, intelligent man who can take his own decisions, and he knows, he's quite firm and he's quite confident in himself that he's making the right decisions for himself. So if we go back to the beginning, learning a lesson or learning new experience, this card says achievement, but this deck has only one kind of keyword, and you probably know that the tarot cards have a lot of different meanings depending on how they come together. So I'm getting from learning a lesson because something ended, and ended totally and completely. Something happened to end the past, and then the death being major arcana, it means this whole situation took a long time, maybe years. I wouldn't say it's months, it's probably years, 2-3 years, if not even more, because this is very slow and painful and turbulent, kind of going through the dark times, going through the, what is it called, the dark night of the soul kind of experience, when this person had to face all his past issues that held him back, and that made him feel so uncommitted, and like somebody who will fear commitment, because the Knight of Wands is also the commitment phobic, that he could just have fear of commitment, and he could be just running away from it without any logical explanation. He just gets the cold feet and runs. So this person had to reassess the past, because this card is about moving on from the past towards the future through changing things, through learning, and they had to reconsider their own past, what made them feel so afraid of commitment, and to changing themselves, completely transforming themselves to a person who knows that they're making the right decisions, and therefore they're not afraid of commitment. So this person could be afraid that he never, like, for example, oh my god, I never make the right decision, therefore I listen for advices from other people. And what happened is they listen for advices from other people, and things went really kind of wrong. Something ended, finished, and that was their lesson, to learn that the only person they can rely is themselves, their own sound judgment, their own intellect, their own decision making is what they need to rely on. So person is changing, and I'm having, after the major changes that occurred, Six of Cups. So Six of Cups here says a reflection, a lot of going back into the past. It could be, this person could be reflecting back into their childhood. They could have some childhood traumas that they need to kind of overcome, to learn, to reinspect, to think exactly that wasn't my fault and nothing I could have done at this point because I was only a child. The Six of Cups is also about memories and nostalgia and thinking about something nice, something good that happened in the past, and trying to reconnect with this past, either past person or a past kind of situation, that they want to bring this past situation back into their life. So I see this like a person had to learn their lesson to be more mature and to be more confident about themselves. They completely transformed and changed themselves, their way of thinking, the way they live their life. They change into the better version of themselves, into the more mature version of themselves, and now they're ready to go back to something nice, sweet. You know, the Six of Cups represents innocence, and also it's about soulmates and kindred spirits that you've known each other from before. This card is the Ten of Pentacles. So Ten of Pentacles, it's family. It could be a unofficial family. Very often is about the security and the stability of having a very strong family ties with someone. So that could be your own family that you have now, or that could be you and this smart, intelligent guy who's finally believing in himself that he is making the right decision to get into a family situation with you after he changed so much and he learned so much about from that situation. He learned so much about himself. The Pentacles represents everything that is meant to last, everything that is built on very solid foundations and is unbreakable bonds, unbreakable commitments. Very often is about putting some investment or some material, because Pentacles are material suit, some kind of a financial commitment into that. So in real life situation, that could be the people are deciding to buy a home together or to start their own business together. They try, or they want to decide, like they feel so strong about each other that they decide they can pull their finances and their incomes together in sense of the resources that they have, they can put together and create the whole, because all the tens represents wholes. So I see this as, for example, a couple that are deciding to buy their first home together, and they go like equally half on like a mortgage or something. Or it could be that you're doing business, because this is also about family business, and you could be deciding to start doing business with this guy. And this also, the Ten of Pentacles means money does stay in the family. Tens and family cards. And it could mean if you are married or if you're planning to have kids in the future, you're thinking now we're starting to build our stable, solid, financially secure future, and one day we're gonna leave this to our kids, kind of thing. So it stays in the family. It's not wasted, it's not lost, it's something that you build for the future of your own family. What else I'm getting here is, so I will pull some cards from the Moonology deck and I pre-shuffle them. So let's see what we get here. Your commitment is being tested. So this is about commitment, and also the Ten of Pentacles is about commitment. And what I'm getting is the commitment being tested is when you have to go through these difficulties. This is usually quite tough and difficult time. You could have been apart, and your commitment to each other, your emotional commitment to each other could have been tested through these hard times. Maybe you never left each other's side, even though you didn't talk or you didn't see each other, because each one of you had to build their own stability to be able to enter this financially secure union. And all this is being tested, like during this time. Did you go to somebody else? Did you get involved with someone else? Or you stayed committed to the vision of the future, which is to have this stable unit? So is the commitments being tested? Also, the past, the Knight of Wands. This is very often a person, so I don't think it's you, because Libras are not like that. That could be the person that you're dealing with, and this person could be a fire sign, like Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, which is a fire, fun, very popular, very charming, very charismatic individual, very well liked by both men and women. And what it means is this person had the opportunities and they had chances to go and have some casual fun with someone, but the commitment was tested. Did they really go? Did they take the opportunity for something casual, or they stayed stuck to the commitment? They stayed committed to the vision of the future. Okay, so that could apply for both of you. The next card I'm getting is don't let your past hold you back. So this card is very much connected with the death, because the death is about leaving the past for good and forever, and never going back into whatever happened, the same situations or the same patterns of thinking. The death means the total end, the total ending for good, for never, like the leaves on a tree falling off and new leaves will come out. So you will never live the same life story ever again. Leaving that past behind, and then detaching yourself completely from the past, and the new life will emerge and it will start in a completely new way, and therefore your past will no longer hold you back. You have this card. Don't let your past hold you back. Move on. Forget about it. That was the end. And also the death has been a long kind of time energy. This past could have happened 10 years ago. And now, why do you hold on to something that happened 10 years ago when you were a completely different person? Maybe you were the Knight of Wands then, that you didn't take things too seriously and you thought nothing's going to happen. Then you had this massive transformation and the lesson that you had to learn from it. And now you know that it wasn't your fault, and whatever happened in the past was the circumstance. It was how things played out. And this doesn't mean that the same situation will repeat itself in the future, because you're moving on towards your future. So I'm going to pull some cards from my deck. I created this deck and I'm going to use it to kind of add a little bit more to my readings. So the first card is you are attractive. So I know the Libras are always attractive because they rule by Venus, and Venus is the planet of beauty and sensuality and luxury and everything beautiful. But you could be dealing with a man who is playful and attractive to the ladies. He could have this charming kind of what do you call it? A ladies' man, that he knows how to flirt, he knows how to find his way with women, and he knows how to get what he wants, and he knows that he's attractive, and you know that he's attractive. But will he do that? Will he stay loyal? Will he stay committed to you and to the vision for a stable future that you could have? Like, if he grows personally and he stops being so immature and acting like he's in his 20s and life is just for fun but not for building something stable that will last the test of time, then that will change dramatically. You are affectionate. This is very much Venus energy. It means somebody who is feeling quite confident about themselves in the physical appearance, uh in their bodies, and they feel quite lovable and able to give love and affection. You know, all physical kind of expression of love comes from the confidence that we are good enough to give that love, that physical affection. I'm getting, you're delightful. Oh, that's very much Libra. That's like delightful, happy, making people feel good only by looking at you. And I think this is how this person sees you. I think this is what this person feels mostly drawn towards you.